All right, friends, we are back. I'm sorry I've been AWOL for so long. Things just got really chaotic. But we're here. We're here, and you know what? There's been some interesting stuff. We haven't started with Arena in a while. We've just kind of jumped into the base game. But with the latest patch, it's actually kind of insane. Can you see the patch notes here? Yeah, you can. So there's like actually some decent stuff here. Like the Arena stuff. Many people don't really care now about the just like the changes and things that are like arena specific. But what's interesting about this patch in particular was the movement stuff. So Nikita did say on Twitter that basically the movement, they're testing stuff here in arena first before bringing things to base game. We know they're going to do softcore soon. So here, increase the range of specific animation or increase the speed of specific animations. So move the traditional sliding. Arena made me think you were doing ABI for a second. Oh no, just to say, yeah. I'm just not really that interested in ABI. So it changed all the presets. They changed some of the way that the points work and stuff. But it's quite interesting. I mean, like some of them I haven't fixed. Like I didn't bother fixing this one. There wasn't like they basically nerfed the Ash 12 like so much in Arena. I think where is it? Oh, wait, is this for? Oh, no, actually, maybe you can't even. Maybe you can't even get it anymore. I can't remember. Maybe you can't get it on Enforcer now. I forget. But yeah. So if you go to, I mean, that's like they've made it. So actually, there's one thing. There's one thing that maybe I should bring up. So they did say that they changed some ammo. This is like again, this is arena specific. So this doesn't really matter for the base game. Here we go. So they rebalanced a load of these. So these are the bullets that they rebalanced in arena for some reason. This is damage and this is pen. I just did this as a little reference for myself. So some of them are quite big. For example, like AP20 slugs. That means that goes through class 5 armor. Like pretty much will just one shot to the thorax. It's kind of insane. SS190 with 40 pen, 49 damage, also pretty good. So like there's some changes here. I think most of these are improvements. I think. FMJ usually has 40 pen, there's 43 here, and maybe the damage is the same. SS190 normally has 37 pen, if my memory serves me correctly, and they've upped that a little bit. So, they've done some changes, but this is like specific for Arena, so they haven't changed them in the base game. But you can go and test all this stuff. Dr. Viking, yeah, what's up? And you can see kind of the changes that they made. So, one of the big ones is, so, when you sprint normally, it's interesting seeing it. So, there's kind of a few things. So there's the low inertia for moving side to side, for one. And as I said, the reason why this is interesting is because this is probably coming to softcore Tarkov. When they bring that in. So previously you couldn't. I'm not even doing this. This is circle strafing here, but it's actually even faster if you don't do that. If you try and do it too quickly, then it stops working. So if you go like there's a certain frequency where like this is. I can show you more easily if you're. I'm not going to lean because it makes it a bit hard with my keys, but that's kind of like, regular peak. So you can like peek and shoot quite easily. If you try and do it too fast, you basically stop moving because there's an initial acceleration. You see? So that's probably too slow. You want to be moving like that. That's probably the distance you want to go so that you max out the acceleration. So that's kind of interesting. So you can kind of just, move quite quickly, but there's not like it's not the incentive to be like jiggle because it stops working. So you do have to go peak like this, which probably people will still do, but it does feel a lot more fluid. The other one is the sprinting thing. So sprinting, previously if you sprinted and then let go, right, you do the slide, and you still actually do the slide. Technically the animation is still there, it still exists like this, you can hear it. But if you try to sprint now straight away again, you could just sprint straight off. So even if I stop on purpose, you can sprint straight away. So it doesn't actually interrupt your hands. Like, the gun still has to come up slightly, but you can also not even let go of sprint, and you can just ADS in Arena. And then you can sprint again, and ADS, and sprint again, and ADS, and sprint again, and ADS, sprint again, ADS, sprint again, ADS. So it's much more fluid than it is in the base game. Now, one interesting thing is every time that you start a sprint, if you look down in the bottom corner down here, bottom left, where you have your sprint bar, every time you start to sprint, after you've just sprinted, it does take like a chunk off. So if you go sprint, you can see you can actually like chunk the sprint bar down by like spamming sprint. So if you're spamming it too much, it does actually remove quite a lot of stamina, which is kind of interesting. I don't think it does that in EFT. So if you start to sprint, and then you stop, and then sprint again, and then sprint, and then sprint, and then sprint, it trains your stamina much faster. If you're like really trying to spam it, it's like an anti-spam mechanic on it. So if you're just playing normally, then it doesn't matter. But if you try and spam it, then it won't work as well. I'm not sure about the vaulting. I don't know. Like, people don't really vault in Arena anyway. I'm not sure if I even can in this particular bit. Don't know if these are vaultable. Not sure. I don't know. We'll have to try out when we're actually in the base game. But yeah, I mean that's the main thing. Like, some of this coming to the base game. I'm not sure if I really mind. Oh, did anybody see the scope flinch thing? Like, this is crazy. The reduced scope flinch, like it's basically non-existent now. Yeah, if you spam shift and EFT, you don't sprint, but stop regaining stamina. I mean, I think that makes sense because there's like a lag time in EFT where when you do an action and it drains stamina, there's a lag time before you start regenning again. So that kind of makes sense. But yeah, so you can start shooting immediately after finishing the reload. Oh yeah, that was the other one that's interesting, is that in the base game you can't do this, for example. So if you reload, and if you hold down shoot now in the base game, it won't actually do anything. But in Arena, when you finish the reload, it'll shoot as soon as you're able to, which is kind of different. So that's different as well. So the scope flinch thing is basically non-existent. Inertia is much less. For strafing, it's like hardly anything. The animation speed, it says like remove the traditional sliding things. We looked at that already. So grenade throw, weapon raising. I mean, it feels like the ergo has been increased on everything. So I think one of the presets I was looking at, which I could really tell, was the AK-12. So the AK-12 in the shooting range, I mean, this is a high ergo gun anyway, but like the ADS speed in this thing is outrageous. Like, it's really high. That's as if it's, you know, well, I guess it is a high. It is 82, so it is really high anyway. But it just feels really quick now. They've got this thing now where they like, it enables, you can like auto use injectors, which is kind of neat. Maybe I've got another example. If we go for like the RD704, for example, like the RD704 is okay. I've got this one at like 60 ergo. See what this one looks like. Like, it's just much faster. They've just sped up a lot of the animations. Yeah, so the RD704 also feels like, you know, it's like, this is not a bad gun. 60 ergo, it's okay. But it's like crazy, you know. It's like just really fast. And one of the things about this, they made everybody's skills like 50, 51. So your aiming is just faster anyway. What else is this? So yeah, allowing players to fire before some animations are fully finished playing. That's kind of how it was before, but they changed it recently. So auto use these. So basically the round begins, you can see them in your inventory, and then the round starts and it just disappears. So you don't actually have to inject it because you're just doing it every single round. And so you can either turn that on or off for different stims. It's kind of cool. They've made some changes to ricochet. I don't think it really matters, but like, the worse the helmet is, the more ricochet, and the higher the better the helmet is, the less ricochet. Sort of what they've done. They did loads of stuff to the classes, but that's kind of by the by. Presets, no one uses those, so who cares? Ammo rebalance, but we looked at that already. I showed you the stats for that. A few other bits and pieces they've changed. You can only fire certain ammo with certain guns now, so like M9 and M5, you can only fire with the low rate fire weapons and not the high rate of fire weapons. So that's a bit strange. And then yeah, adjusted level of skills. So you have like assault rifle is maxed out, so all weapon skills level 51. So you have like 7% reload, fast speed increase, weapon switch 13% faster, recoil is 5% lower. Aiming to 51, health 51, you know, this kind of thing. They've made some of the checkpoint respawn points quite different. You can now put FOV to 90. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, but you can. Reduce the fire rate of all the LMGs, because that's really annoying. Resupply crates, you can just press on them instantly now, because that was also really annoying. Yeah, like, it's good. Have you discussed the MP7, SO2M, and P90 basically better assault rifles with all the new changes? Well, kind of. I was showcasing this. So this is the new ammo, right? And as I said, it's damage and pen. So yeah, the like, you know, the P90 is like insane. You know, 40 pen. It's kind of like most people that aren't wearing class 5 either, and they're really fast. So they've got to change the weapon test for AK-12. 5 kills in 31 shots now instead of 41. My beloved 45 Vector is dead. Getting to the shooting range is really fast. Oh yeah, no, it's good. It's really quick. Yeah, if you want to just go and test something out, like, I don't know. I just made a few random presets for these ones. But yeah, if you want to just go like, oh yeah, go in the shooting range. It's very speedy to get in. But look at that. Look at that SR25. Like, holy crap, my friends. Look at that. I think it's unsuppressed because I don't think I was allowed to have the suppressor on it. Yeah, so it is 80 ergo, so it is high. But I don't think the SR25 ever felt like that. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's like insane. And you have 7% lower recoil as well. on every gun. So every gun just feels better. The only thing about this, right, is that Arena is now quite different from the base game, which is like, That's the only thing. It's like actually not as good of a warm-up as it was, because now it's like, it's not your skills anymore. It's a bit of a pain. It's kind of what I used it for in some ways. What should we do? Win a match, checkpoint. Should we just do... Well, let's do a last hero one just to see. 23 enemies, yeah, that should be fine. I've got to get back into my weapon skills. I've not played for a while, so... I did actually play yesterday just to check out what was going on. We'll just try some Chop Chop. Yeah, I did play a little bit of Arena just to like feel the new mechanics, so I could talk about it if we needed to, but I've been able to jump on today, thankfully, which is good. Yo, Wizard, what's up, man? Yeah, what happened to the 45 vectors? So did they... I didn't look at what they did. Actually, I haven't bought it because it's like 2 Legos. So I don't own the 45 vector, but I could do. I could pay for it. I don't really care about Lego medals and stuff, really. £45 AP is now like £32 or something. Oh. Ew. Wait, was that a part of the changes? These ones? I thought they only adjusted these. Did they change other stuff? I don't know. We can have a look. We can have a look. But yeah, so the interesting part then is like, what's going to happen with the base game? Because Nikita said to someone on Twitter, I'll find it. I think it was Smoogie or something. He was just like, yeah, we're testing stuff in Arena. What should we play? Scout? Should we try the P90? I mean, it's pretty fun. I've not played the P90 up until now. Oh. Oh, damn. Go back to ABI. Nice name. Oh. Ooh, got him through the wall. Actually have to reload it. Ah! AB20 is now insanely good. They look insane. They look like they're going to one-tap people wearing class 5 armor, which is just like... Oh. Damn it. Didn't hear him up there. Yeah, isn't it 39 pen, AP? What? How did he not die? No way!
You motherfucker!
Oh, close. Yeah, I thought it was 39 pen. That's bad. No! Damn, 7 hits. He must have been wearing class 5. Need to learn how to use this new side strafing thing. And do better at it. I don't even know where that guy was. Ah, no. Ah! I don't have a laser on this thing. It wouldn't let me put a laser on the side, so I can't have point fire on it, which is a bit annoying. Kind of got to ADS everybody. Oh no! I stood on the crate. Here's somebody else. Base game AP 20 is 37 pen. I'm not sure the winner now, but everyone tapping plus 5. Yeah, it's much, much higher. It's like 47 or something. He lay on the floor. That is unusual. We'll have to try it. We'll have to try it. Get the Saiga 12 full auto. How didn't he kill me? No!
Кто так воюет? Так только дебилы воюют.
Whee! I wonder what it looks like when somebody's strafing like crazy. You are quite slow still in ADS. Damn it, didn't even see the guy. Can only use it on actions. Ah! You know what, that's actually kind of clever though. Kind of good balancing in some ways. I didn't even hear the guy. Big helmet. I will say, it does feel a lot more fluid. Let's see the guy. You don't quite like it, honestly. I quite like the movement and stuff in the arena, honestly. I think the... I've never cared that much. I've never cared that much for, like, the milsim movement in EFT. Particularly. Oh, he came from down there. Bloody hell. Ooh, nice shot. And I think it's going to be interesting and quite... quite fun to have it in the base game. Oh, it bounced off the guy's bloody helmet. Ah! Not on the floor. What's been changed now? Played him well. So they've changed the movement quite significantly in this game. Where is this guy? Oh, he's dead already. So the inertia is a lot lower than it was previously, especially for strafing. They've sped up all the movement on...
Say hello to my little friend.
a lot of the weapon stuff, because everyone's got like 51 skills now. No more slides, so you don't need to slide anymore. So you can go straight into ADS from sprint in arena. Don't know where that guy was. Which I'm still probably going to not want to use because it's quite different to the base game, so it's not... It's one of those double-edged swords where it's like, okay, it's easier in arena, but like it's not how it works. It's not how it works in the base game, so... Are we actually going to want to do that? Like, it's kind of bad practice. If it's not the same in both games. Kind of sucks. Damn, how did it get me? But it should either be the same in both. Like, they should... Honestly, I don't mind. I don't mind it being more arcadey. I really don't, in terms of the movement. Because it just makes it... Just makes it feel better. The game just... The game just, like, plays out much more nicely for it. Was there someone down there? Oh, rubbish. No lasers, no lasers, terrible for the P90. I couldn't put one on. I don't know whether I needed to unlock them. You can go straight from sprint into ADS, which is like, it just makes it so much easier to shoot people. You don't get like stun locked. That's kind of the difference. Can you check your skills in the menu of 3051? I don't know whether it'll tell you, because the skills in the menu is the skills of your actual character. Do you know what I mean? It's the skills of like your base EFT character, and so it doesn't show you that. I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean. So like this is the skills of my actual EFT character, not of my arena guy. But in arena, all of your skills are like set to a certain number, but they still level. Do you see the difference? AP20 for pump guns is kind of plausibly realistic if your semi-auto guns operating system receives say 2 times the energy. Yeah, exactly. So it's like it's kind of interesting thing. My skills are desync between the games. So are mine. So are mine. If I can't apply it in the base game, it's of no interest to me. Well, I think they're going to apply a lot of this to the softcore wipe coming soon. But I'll just show you again for the benefit of the guys who were not here before. So, for example, that preset that we were just using, this P90. If you go and have a look at the shooting ranges, I'll show you again the difference. So Tarkov's inertia was bad before because circle strafing could circumvent it, right? This is the new strafe. So it's a lot better. It's still quite slow if you're ADS, but like you can move kind of like straight away. If you try and do it too fast, you don't really go anywhere. So there's a little acceleration curve, but once you're at full speed, you seem to be able to change direction without any problem. But the faster you get, you stop moving. It made inertia matter less in better ADS after running. Yeah, so when you're running, you can just go straight into the ADS without sliding. And even if you do slide, it's not a problem. You can just carry on moving. Like the slide, your character slides, but it doesn't stop you from doing stuff. You see what I mean? It doesn't like lock you, because at the minute it's like, you know, if you're in the base game, if you run forwards and you slide, you're just like locked into that animation. You can't like turn, you can't aim, you can't. It really is horrible. But it's a lot better. It's a lot better this way. It's nice. You know, and you can still, it's not game breakingly jiggle peaky, I don't think. Like that's probably as fast as you can do it. This is probably as far as you want to go though. This is pretty good. It does feel good. Moving inertia Tarkov might 100% make gunfights gameplay feel better. Because the thing is, you can still be tactical, right? You can still be tactical and do whatever. But just like some of the like clunkiness of the character, you know. You can sprint and stop when you want, and you're sprinting, and then you can suddenly just aim straight away. Like, I know that it punishes it doesn't punish, I don't know, shift W as much, but again, they're probably going to kill you, right, if they're shift W people.
So where's my softcore fix? Need some of that Tarkov that doesn't make me cry.
Yo, Joe, thank you for the 37 months, man. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see when it comes. I thought they would have done more about it already, actually, but they seem to be dragging their feet a little. So we'll see. Maybe we'll play one more. Apparently got to do this as Enforcer. The Enforcer presets really are bad now. Enforcer, you can hardly pick any weapons. This is literally it, I think. So it's like, here's the shotguns. Here's the full auto weapon. Here's like the machine guns, and then pistols, and that's it. We could go for the Saiga 12 full auto, because that could be kind of funny. Can that one have... Oh, that one can't get it. Okay, so we're saying that, yes. So we're saying that it's only pump action shotguns. So you can't even get it with the normal Saiga, right? The AP20 slugs? No. Can you get it with the AA12? I imagine not. May as well check. We could take loads more stuff for some reason. Can this guy take it? No. Wait, are none of these... Can you not get it on Enforcer then? Only scouts can use AP20? Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, because I can't actually take any pump action shotguns. Unless the sword off shotgun. No, that can't take it either. Okay. Well, let's have a look at scout then. What don't I use on scout? The SR3M is like... The problem with the SR3M now is that they've changed it so you can only use SPP ammo, which makes it a lot less good. Like, SPP is okay, but it's fine for headshots, though. It's just if someone's got class 5 on, you won't kill them. But it's 35 pen now, which is like... So I don't know. I haven't tried it yet, though. I did try the P90. Let me just save this. Actually, can I... Still can't... I don't think I can get the F in top for this. Not yet. It's unlockable. Yeah, so that needs to get to level 3. Am I only level 1 or something? Anyway, I'll save this in case I want to do another P90. Because we can get rid of this and then get rid of these. So let's have a look at the shotgun then. So let's take... What's the best shotgun? Probably this one, the Mossberg. Or the M870. Maybe it's the M870 actually. I don't think it really matters. And that can take the AP20s. Okay, let's have a look at this guy. Might just take this for a spin just to see what happens. Could be kind of funny. Okay, most of this stuff is locked. Okay, you can get the 7 shell mag. Stops it from being absolutely awful. Okay, you can get a little laser. That's alright. Or the maul. To hide the laser, which is kind of what I'm after. Cylinder and the monster claw. Okay. And on the mount, we can do either of these. Doesn't really matter. We can pick something. I'll probably do. Can't get these until we level up a bit anyway. This looks, whoa, you can take loads. Because now, it's weird actually, you can get this level 5 armor. So, bizarrely, you can play as Scout. But you can actually have, like... Is that going to take me over? 5 and 4? That makes me pretty tanky, honestly. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd be able to get the bigger mags. Anyway, so I've got the 10 here, but I need to get level 6 for it. Okay, we'll try this AP20 slugs. This seems kind of fun. As we were saying, the stats on this is quite different now. So it's 48 pen. So this thing really does slap pretty hard. We'll give it a try. Give it a try in checkpoint. We've got to win a checkpoint game, so we'll try it. Let's see. What's the injector logo? So on the injectors, you can now set an injector to be auto-used. So you can have like Trimadol and Perforteran. The other one, I leave the other one until I get bleeds. But basically, any of the ones that are like, you know, stamina stims and stuff like that, they can they automatically get flagged, and you can choose whether to turn it on or off. So they get used automatically. So when you respawn, you don't even have to like use them. They just disappear and they give you the stats. It works on respawn too. Yeah. Yeah. No more slide running interfering with ADS. Exactly. Nah, it's good. They took away perma painkillers in Checkpoint and Last Hero. Really? Well, so you have to take one with you. Really? Are you sure? I actually haven't noticed because I've got these things in every preset. I guess the idea is that if you've got, you just have to put a, yeah, I mean, it is stupid, but most people will just have an auto use stim with them in both game modes. I imagine that's just what people are doing. Yo, Easy, what's going on? It's good to be back, my friends. I'm still here in the cardboard room, as you can see, but things are really progressing. We've got some floors coming next week, so it's been good. Yeah, so this week's just been like really, really insane. And really busy, unfortunately. So I've been a bit AWOL, but it's a good time to be AWOL because not that much is happening in the EFT land. So, you know, could be worse. It could be November and could be like gearing up to 1.0 and stuff. So yeah, the floor is coming. I know. I mean, it's looking like. Let's see. So this is kitchen week, and then next week is floor week, and the week after that is... So like it's feasible that I could end up like starting to be moving back in like maybe in 2 weeks or something. Yeah, hopefully it won't be lava. Oh my god. The kids would find it fun though. Are you building the house itself? No, but it was very disruptive. We're basically just like revamping like most of downstairs. So I quit the web a few weeks ago. I'm really surprised how slow they made changes to it. Yeah, I thought they would speed up the changes to the hardcore white balancing after everybody was kind of over it. No, the problem is I thought I was going to be able to get like some kind of semi-regular schedule going, but my wife was away the last couple of days, Sunday through Wednesday, so I've been like doing everything. And it basically just made it impossible for me to like get on and do stuff. Don't build your own kitchen. Talking from experience here. It's worth paying. Yeah. I'm not building it. Don't you worry. I don't have those levels of DIY skills. There's so much of this stuff, you know, unless you really are experienced, you end up causing yourself more problems further down the line. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. I was going to bring up Nikita's Twitter feed, because Nikita's Twitter feed is also quite useful. So he's just said oof about this. The FN 30mm flat trajectory grenade launcher. What was this? Oh, this was the tiny Tagilla. Yeah, okay. I remember that one. Yeah, so why is it not in both games? This is about inertia. So this is update with some changes in Arena, just went live. Improved movement with less inertia impact. Reduced aim punch, many other change. Try it yourself. Share feedback in replies. Why is it not in both games? Testing stuff in Arena first. So we will see. It's going to be part of Softcore, surely. That's kind of what they're doing here. Died to cheaters more in the last 2 weeks than in the last 2 years of playing. Sadly, 10 tests away from Kappa for my first time. Oh, damn. Wait, can you only play... Can only 2 people play the preset in Checkpoint now? Or... You should be able to play as many as you like. No, you still can. Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, condensed player base. Exactly. Our Lord and Savior, play safe ID. Hopefully they come and fix it all. Okay. Let's see about this AP20s then, eh? Yeah, they changed it to 3 in the other mode. Yeah, I agree. But like in a Checkpoint and Last Hero, you could play whatever you like usually. So I thought, like, have they changed it? Because I mean, it's conceivable that they change stuff, especially if they're changing things like the painkiller stuff. Who knows? Oh, this is taking a while. Unusual. Okay.
You're a piece of shit.
go. Alright. Shadow changes nice. Yeah, so you see here, so this trimmer doll will just disappear. Or at least it should in a sec.
Oh, look at him, goddamn pussy.
Yeah, it just disappeared, you see, and now I have the effects in the corner. Let's see whether I can snipe anyone from up here. No, I've got to kill somebody else. Yeah, it's a lot better this way. I'm not very good with bolty, semi-auto-y, single shot type things. I rely on my crutch of full auto too much. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, it's our guys. Ouch, that's our guys. That's good fun. Oh, how did that miss? Ruin respawns to Bay 5, respawn like 5 meters from A and C. I don't think I necessarily mind. I'm going to use a little green laser. Oh. Containers especially bad. This one's bad here. Okay. Woohoo! Okay, this is actually quite funny. This is kind of... This is kind of dopey. AP20 looks fun. It seems to work. I've just got to actually, you know, hit the target, but... Oh, it's so good! Okay, this is actually pretty funny. I love it, I love it. Nice to see you have fun too. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've always said I quite enjoy Arena, honestly. Does someone go that way? No! What? How the hell? What? Not great. Got to experiment with sights. Oh, I know. I can't be bothered though. Kablamo. I should. AK-12 with BS? Yep, you can get that now as well. Yeah, some of the people make no sound. I don't know whether it's people make no sound or there's just like a lot of other sound going on at the same time kind of thing. Oh. Crack. It's weird how you can run, you can kind of run ADS if you fire. You can somehow, I don't know exactly how I did it. I think if you shoot and then run while you're reloading, you can like run ADS, which is kind of weird. Kind of feels kind of weird. But
Piece of shit.
I think we're playing like 5v4. Oh, he died. Okay.
You motherfucker.
Just like trying to use the new ADS. Oh my god, that was crazy! That was crazy! The one taps are insane. I love it. The one taps are insane. Ah! I'm on your time, mate. So now you can just press this button and just get insta refilled. It's kind of nice. Ow.
Hey, cocksuckers!
Probably should stim myself here. Oh, nice shot. Oh yeah, this one's a bit close, I think. Unfortunately, I think this one is a little close. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Come on, where are you going? Wrong way. This guy's got, like, indoor audio outside. Like, what the hell? So weird. Damn, it's the battle of the point blank blasters. Just clip that, whoever that guy was. Yeah. Tarkov going full COD. Well, we'll see what happens in the softcore wipe. I guess that's kind of the idea, in some ways. I wonder if we can get up behind... See if we can do something cheeky. Oh, no, damn it. No. You ready, Mr. Beef? We're using AP20 slugs in a pump-action shotgun, and we're having fun. So, yeah, basically. We're also winning, I think. It's so good! It's so much fun! It's like using a better version of the Bolty. They changed AP20 slugs to 47 pence, and now they just one tap class 5 armor, which is like insanely cool. It's just insanely goofy. Although everyone else seems incapable of capturing the points for some reason, I don't really know why. Oh, damn. What? Ah. What changes are you testing? Feeling the inertia. I mean, the inertia changes are crazy. Oh, rubbish. AP20 might be a bit annoying. Yeah, it'll be really annoying once everyone starts running it, exactly. For the time being, it's great fun. Okay, well, these guys have got this. They don't need me as well. Well, how's he still alive? Get out of here. How do you know changes? Great. Pump actions have higher fire rate than in the base game? I don't think so. Bloody guy. Your team is like you can see the team's capping in the top right. It's like inexcusable shooting people on the point in that situation. Would you like an inertia change coming to the main game? I honestly think it would be good, actually, yeah. I think it'd be fun. Right, here we go. Me and this guy, the dream team. Woo! Yeah, it's this fast. Oh, I've run out of ammo. No! Must have hit in the arm or something. I think the skills might affect the pump backing speed? Could do, maybe. What? I'm in the key, I prefer hardcore. I don't know, like, I think some of the changes are okay. Like, some of the changes... Because we're talking about immersion, right? Like, being able to ADS out of sprint without your character sliding... Without your character sliding like crazy. It's like, you know, that's just a, like, mechanical control of the keyboard problem. As opposed to anything else. Which I don't think is necessarily immersive, do you know what I mean? It feels like you're trying to drag a sack of potatoes around the map. Which is fine, like, if you've played enough. I can't hit with this thing, unfortunately, but, I feel like the new spawn points make it a bit more imbalanced, like... They make it balanced a bit more back the other way. I used to feel that, like, my side was quite unbalanced. But I feel like with the new spawn points, because this side spawns... It never gets old. Never gets old. Seriously, never gets old. Good spawns. I think it helps the balance. I think it sort of helps to slightly outweigh the fact that I think the map's quite imbalanced. I've always thought it was quite imbalanced against the side that I'm playing, but the new spawns mean that you're a bit closer in, so you can capture them back a bit more easily. It might almost be overpowered. I'm not sure. Yeah, got him with that headshot. Oh no! Can you stop shooting me? Oh wait. Oh no, yeah. It literally was my own team. Can you just stop it? Points definitely flip a lot more. It's good. Yeah, it's just because you're closer. Yeah, you're just closer. No, 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 no. Once you're in one of those weird back and forth fights, it's quite hard to get the hit on because people are like people are getting like, you know, back and forth quite a lot, so it's quite tricky. But it's good. Feels less tactical now with the new spawns. Maybe. I might agree with you on that. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. But yeah, I mean, there is some tactics in Checkpoint, right? It's just like deciding exactly where to go for which one. But because they flip so quickly, you're just like, oh, I'll just go to wherever's closest. I think that's a valid point there, Spen. Like Checkpoint, especially Bowl, like Bay 5 has always felt a bit, you know, spammy. But Bowl, for example, because you're quite far from the points, like one person can hold the point against two people who are aggressing. But if you go in just one at a time, you can just chain die over and over and over and over and over. That was this one. Yeah, I got to win a load of stuff with. But no, anyway, it's like it's pretty interesting, honestly. The new changes, like it makes arena play a lot better. Whether it's good in the base game, I don't really know. What are we going to look at? We were looking at the AP20s, right? Oh, we'll go and accept my. No, we actually got a load of stuff. Let's go and make this change because otherwise I'm going to forget. So first one was. Wait, I already accepted this, no? Oh, and the first bit as well. So presets, we had the scout one, we had. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, the P91 I got rid of actually. So let's see. So we can do the 870 handguard, the speed feed one. This feels like gunsmith now, doesn't it? It's all gunsmith from here on down. Stick that on and then whatever really, like a cobra. And then we've got the clamp, that's all right. And then we can change over to the 10 shell. Boom. Look at that. Can we do stocks now? Not that any of this matters. This is usually the best one, I think. And then we can do whatever. Doesn't really matter what we put on here, actually. It's like, even put on just something very... That's actually better for recoil. I wonder what happens if you put on... Because with the shotties, I remember in the past, there was... If you put like the DS150, that was kind of the middle ground. You could get more recoil reduction doing it this way. Yeah, so that is like strictly better. Or you can do the Daniel's defense if you just want more ergo. I think you could do this, and I think that's kind of the same. Sort of. Yeah, that's the same. So that just gets you more ergonomics, that does. AD spam against laggy dudes makes it so annoying. It's kind of hard to shoot people if they're not like super with the AD spam a bit. But I mean, you have to AD spam quite wide. You can't just like. Should we go like super shorty? Is that better? Let's go like super shorty shotty. Is this an improvement? Let's maul this bad boy up and then. Oh wait, you can't put anything on the end of this though. You get like hella ergo though. Being confident in my opinion both games, anything I'd like to see in main is the comically reduced aim punch. Maybe. I mean it is a lot lower. Try this. Try this at some point. I'm not gonna try it now, but oh. Well, I mean, to be honest, you don't need all these shells really. I'll do. Anyway, it's pretty interesting. Is recoil that important over ergo on a pump? I don't think so. No, not really actually. So that's why I don't really care. Let's see how this feels anyway. It's funny how you can run in ADS if you shoot and then run. I mean, that must be a bug, right? That's funny. I think sprint in ADS because you're not supposed to do that normally. The ADS Oh yeah, I think it might be something to do with Mastery 3 actually, because Mastery, with the Mastery, you can... You know, it's kind of annoying. If you shoot and then you hold the button down again, it doesn't fire a second time with the pumps, which is actually kind of annoying. Yeah, Mastery allows you to do this, reload whilst you're still ADS'd, and I think that's what causes this weird sprinting thing. So you know, if you shoot while you're ADS, then you can like continue to stay ADS while you're sprinting. I think that's where it is. Is it a bug? Is it not? Kind of hard to know. Kind of hard to know. Okay, let us switch back to the base game. Wouldn't want Arena and the main game tied if they're so different. I wonder if it would make people who prefer less restrictions, more fights to stay on Arena. Maybe. I mean, it's still like not the same, quote unquote. You know, between the two games. Like EFT main feels way more compelling to play. Like it's, you know, it's the difference between an arcadey shooter and a sort of long-term RPG extraction looter shooter type thing. It's just fundamental difference. You know, there's more satisfaction for getting out of a big raid on Tarkov if you come top of the lobby. Even coming top of the lobby in Arena, it's still not as like, you know, fraught or whatever. When you launch your first raid, please check if your endurance and strength level. What do you mean? Well, my endurance is broken anyway because of the arena bug, so I already have max endurance. Oh, if they level during raid? We'll only be able to tell the strength for me. So Hyperrat was getting some levels again. The first raid seems bugged for both. Well, if it's only the first raid, I don't really care. We can try. This is what it thinks my skills are right now. So 56.54 if we even care to write that down. Let's put it over there. Why was I doing this? Oh yeah, we were doing 0 to hero, and then we were doing like M60 E6 shenanigans. That's what we were up to. We were doing a fine bit of nonsense last time we were playing. Let's have a look. I don't think we're going to do 0 to hero. I don't really feel in the mood for it. I think we'll just like wobble about with silly guns, probably. That's because I was testing some random stuff. So we've got the Surf Kit back, the Rip King over here. I can go down there, whatever. Oh yeah. Again, that was for like something random. Go on this. This is kind of fine. Okay, and we're going to be overweight anyway because we've got like the mega gun. The Uber Cannon! It's worth repairing these with this. 18. 4. Maybe. Don't know. I'll probably wear a full one. You still can't, but this one's, oh, anyway, whatever. Still can't put them on the flea unless they're found in raid, can you? And there's only 2 slots still. God, it is damn slow, isn't it? It is slow what they've done. I'm quite happy myself because while I'm in like a very disrupted period, yeah, even fuel was like annoying to get when I last looked. I was like, oh my god, really? I think I had enough last time just to like tide me over, but fuel was just, yeah, it's just kind of expensive because it has to be found in raid fuel and the barters are not there, etc., etc. Kind of offsets by the fact that you can, you know, get the Bitcoin farm going and sell these things for 1 million rubles, but even still, it's quite a bit. Quite a bit. Skills do move too slow in the base game. Level 71 covert movement is level 3. Well, I guess if you don't do any covert movement. Do prestige 3s go in the dog tag case? They still do not go in the dog tag case. Love it. Love it. I know it's not the biggest, most important. Oh, there's a Dabastian. Makes it sound like some kind of orc thing. Okay, we'll put actually we'll do the tan one. Kind of got some tan gear going on here. Don't fill this with BCP FMJ. Okay, right. Where should we go? Where's fun? Where's gonna be fun to go? With the M6T. I don't want to go anywhere that's like CQB where I'm just going to suddenly get taken out, because that's going to suck. Go in the hideout just to have a feel for it for a second. Should be accidentally level 10 at this stage. I don't run all the time. Yeah. Lighthouse? No, I'm not playing Lighthouse. Lighthouse can go suck. God damn, it hurts. Continue with the meme guns, I see. Well, yeah, I'm not interested in doing anything else. Woods is quite good for it. It's like not too far range, but we'll play Woods. My eardrums, I'm sorry. It always happens in the firing range of the base game. What did I miss? Did they add arena changes to the base game? No, but they are, well, the arena changes are quite different. So I'm assuming that they're going to with Softcore. And, well, Nikita himself says they are thinking about it. So here's the tweet. Scroll, 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 scroll. Why are the changes not in both games? So, you know, this is the arena update. 3.4 update went live with improved movement, less inertia impact, yada, yada, yada. Why is it not in both games? Testing stuff in arena first. Pow, pow, pow. So, you can safely assume, I think, that there's going to be some of these things coming to the base game for the softcore wipe, the so-called, the fabled softcore wipe. Or no, but it's not a wipe, is it? I keep calling it wipe because he keeps saying it's going to be a wipe, and then he changed his mind and said, "Actually, no wipe, no wipe." You just pants forgot to turn my volume down. That wheel. Softcore, massive fan of the reduced inertia. It's certainly interesting. I think it's fine. I actually don't think it'll affect the game that much. I just think it makes the game more enjoyable to play. Your character feels less clunky. The sprint thing is like a really annoying mechanic for newbies. Now in the arena you can ADS straight out of sprint. Like, I think this is good. I actually think this is good. It just feels like you're kind of battling with like Tarkov's weird mechanics rather than playing the game intuitively. It's like, oh, I've got to remember to unsprint so I don't slide, because when I slide I'm like locked into this slide animation. It's just kind of silly. So I actually quite like it. Yeah, if both games aren't the same, there's even less reason to play arena. No, but I think they're testing it in arena, and then I think they'll bring the stuff to the softcore wipe, and then they'll see what people say, and then they may keep it for 1.0. I think that's where we're at. I say softcore wipe, I don't mean wipe. It's not gonna be a wipe. I keep saying, anytime I say softcore wipe, ignore that and just think softcore changes or whatever. It doesn't roll off the tongue as well. I need something else to call it rather than softcore wipe. That's going to make sense to me. Atheros, there is stress testing, netcode, and desync in arena. I mean, it has got better in arena. Wipe the wipe the wipe. You're making too much sense. It'll never happen. It's gonna happen! Softcore period. Kind of sounds a bit weird as well. I don't really like the sound of that. It just sounds a bit strange. What did he say anyway? Okay, no wipe. We just apply softcore settings without wipe. Boom. Softcore event. Yeah, softcore event is a good way of putting it. I quite like softcore event. I like that one. I could dig that one. My scope. Careful with his scope. Let me bring my junk box and mag case to labs. Really, they should let people bring the boxes again. The ultimate risk, ultimate reward. Why not, right? I wonder if overhead firing will ever become popular. Didn't they crucify it in one of the controls updates that they did to make it not really possible to move at the same time? I never really used it before. It was a cool thing. Yeah, I'm 10 quests for Prestige would have been pissed if they wiped. Yeah. I can understand that. I can understand that. I don't know. Soccer event sounds like something one of my friends goes to on the weekend. Softcore season. It's a softcore season. I don't know. What settings have we got this on? We'll just boost up our DLDSR a little bit. For some reason, it changes the brightness of the weapon presets when you change the DLDSR setting. I don't really know why. It makes it darker. So all my screenshots are darker, so it's harder to make a thumbnail when I'm on DLDSR, even though they're high quality. It's kind of annoying. I have to like I just don't get as much like color contrast. It's a pain. So when you turn the brightness up, the colors just aren't as good. Yeah, I know Veritas was a big fan of Overhead Fire Maniac. Yeah, he was. Yeah, the remove mobility plus blind fire. No, it's just I don't know why. I think it's just like so few people used it as well. Right, let's see. I've got no goal here really. We're just cruising. I wonder. So we start here. Oh. Nearly up. Is that at me? That's Scav? PMC? Scav, right? That's just way too far away. Is that at me? I should have used the bipod, really. It's around 270 meters. It's a bit far. It's a bit after the curve. Once you're at 150, because I actually did look at this already. Once you're at 150 meters or so, you're kind of okay. But anything further than that, and it's a bit rough.
I'm done.
He thought he had the upper hand. Why is he level whatever, like, with this little stuff? I don't really understand, but I'll take the MP5 instead, probably. Oh, I'm done. Yeah. Right. Anyone around here still? Anybody looking, thinking, what's going on? Just a scav. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're going to do the... Oh, no, I can't do the spicy reload because I've... Oh, perfect. Oh wait, I can do it like this. There we go. That's better. There we go. A pack of M80s. Perfect. Actually, let's serve 12 first. Strength leveled? Oh, good question. It did, yeah. Not by much, but it did. Looks like only I'm screwed. Damn. Or they patched. Maybe they patched it. Maybe they patched it. Science. Yeah, did you know? So the full heal thing wasn't working at one point. But I literally saw somebody like center left of screen. They were moving left to right. So we'll zoom in a sec. Oh. I think it was a scav, but I think they're moving behind this tree, like just here. We'll see in a minute. In here somewhere. I think it was a scavvy. Scavvy boy. Yeah, it's just a scav. Okay. Means there's probably no more PMCs over that side. Look, the other thing was unbound by a patch. Yes, you had to put it back on, which is really annoying. You had to go and like reselect it in the inventory. Oh. Kind of SP didn't cover that. So, we heard something that sounded like Sturmy. He's probably dead already, though. Don't think I brought any normal painkillers, so it was kind of bad. Autumnal. Just a piece of wood. I love the like wooden plank, but it's actually a root. Oh no, maybe it is here. Just joined Weekend Red Saves update. I was talking about the arena changes more than anything else. So not today. Are you fighting somebody down there? We'll go and have a look. Gotta walk the dog in. Good luck. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm just pretty sure that in the softcore that they're going to bring in some of these changes that we've seen already. Oh no, it's slightly too high. Ah, I can't see this guy because of all the grass. Well, we scared him at least. We gave him a fright. Yeah, Shinobi's over there somewhere. I don't know where exactly. Not the best approaches here. Oh, I'm stuck. Ah, I'm stuck. I'm missing the inertia change already. Marina. Is that AI? Someone walking like behind this. It's quite dark through the scope. Without being bipoded up though. Thought I heard something. One could have gone all the way around, I guess. Was that PMC? That was a cracking shot. Holy mo. Was that player? It looked like a player. What's up with the big guns, baby? What's up with the big guns? Where's the old Sturman, though? Any idea we could find Devil Dog Mayo? Tricky one. One of the guards? Oh, let me out of the bush. Where's Sturmy himself? Just try and capital Lightkeeper? I've given up, to be honest. I'm giving up doing anything serious, honestly. Where is he? In there? Bit of exposed here. Where is he? They get him in the nade or something? I know where he is. Unless... Unless he like ran off and I didn't see, or he got killed already. And but then how could it be the SVD firing? Hmm. Crap. Was that Sturman himself? Bollocks. As a loud SVD hobo. God damn it. I get, did he pick up the Shiver to triple shot you with one shot? Yeah, he picked up the Sturman gun and killed me. Lame. Someone must have killed Sturman early then. Yeah, I think PMC. Yeah, me too, because usually they give you a bit of a warning before. Why run on M60?
Gold,
Oh, why not? It's funny.
I join the stream and see you die. I see nothing has changed.
Good day, Ida. Business as usual. Business as usual. I went AK-105, most before that went AKU. Yeah, I mean, look, if you want to play, if you want to optimize your chance of survival, then yeah, you can do that. But we're into the Fune guns part of the wipe. I think that second one was a guard, unfortunately, because otherwise that would have been a cracking shot. What else were we going to do? I got Piranha in here. It's not necessarily as fun. Because we're doing a bit of like Saiga 12 full auto. We could do a bit of that. The question is, with the Saiga 12 full auto, the question is whether we do... I mean, we could just play it as is. It's quite a good gun, honestly. But we could play it either Magnum, or we can play it like Piranha. You can't get Flechette, can you? I think you have to make it. Magnum? For Magnum? I mean, Magnum is funny. Got two of these bad boys. So let's just do... We'll just go with whatever. Karan's fine. Express, not Magnum. I mean, Magnum is pretty good. I'm not using slugs on this one because I just don't like them. Because the problem is with that is it's like I feel beholden to shooting legs, and then when you're shooting legs with with slugs, it's like you have to actually hit them in the leg specifically, and you quite easily not get that much damage and end up losing to some guy because you just don't do it properly. What? The wipe before 1.0 isn't happening, right? No. Nikita's changed his mind. He said no wipe. Piranha versus legs. Well, then you may as well use 7mm. Or Express or whatever. Very sad. Piranha's quite good for faces, though. Do I have any Flechette? I've only got 9. Can you make Flechette? I feel like you can't make it at all. You can't get it anywhere now, can you? What does the wiki say? The wiki says... Oh, the wiki lies. So, Because the wiki's not hardcore wipe updated. Something new in the update? I don't think so as of yet. I don't think so. No, so you can't make Flechette, even at Workbench level 3. Oh no, you have to do maybe you have to do Silent Caliber first. But that's a lot further on than this. Silent Caliber is after Bullshit, which is after Chumming, which is after Inform Means Armed, which I also haven't done. Maybe just do Inform Means Armed then, on various maps. I think I will Piranha it up, to be honest with you. It's just easy. Landmark prefers Express due to low recoil and extra pellet. It's kind of much of a muchness with the with those ones, I would say. But I do like Piranha, because Piranha gives you the ability to aim like center of mass, basically. What are we going to use in here? Grab one of these. I haven't run out of Salewas, have I? I've only got one Salewa. Shows you how much I've been... I just haven't been cycling the barter here. Not been taking care of my Tarkov man. I think he's... my Tarkov character is probably in the worst state he's been in years. He's been neglected this wipe. We've all kind of given up. Cheapest the best backpack? This one? It's just easy to buy. Is now a bad time to start playing PvP? It's probably... You'll probably find it easier in some ways playing PvP now. Because there's not as many people are playing. I don't know. Your mileage may vary. It's a good... If you want to play PvP next wipe in 1.0, it's a good time to start if you haven't already, is what I would say. So like, you want to practice now. Actually, I should probably try and see what this looks like. I'm not sure about this site. It's quite a nice one. It's actually quite good. No other reverse inertia? I mean, I don't really know what they're going to do. They might reverse some of the inertia. I actually don't think it would be that bad if they did either. Because it sucked to begin with, because they had like... Everyone was just like AD spamming and it was awful. But that's... I don't think that's going to happen now. Based on the new inertia system from trying it in Arena. I really don't think it's that bad, so... I actually think it's okay. Okay, so we've got ammo, heavy bleed, light bleed, grenades, no painkillers. We'll just get some of those. Something cheap, just so I can, like... just press it if we need to go through a particular area. What am I missing? I'm actually missing SJ12, I think. Ooh, 50k as well, nice and inexpensive. This is the last one that I had for my usual docketed stuff, I think. Oh, I had a mule as well. I was taking that because it was a hangover from the other things. What's mules? 132. All right, it's worth having. Thing is, it's worth having one. There we go. That's the full selection. Wait, no. Oh, it's because I've got double pro P. That's why. Because I get rid of the adrenaline, take this. Got the SJ6, but I need. I want an ETG instead. There we go. That's the full selection. That's better. That's what I had in my secure container was just like a hangover from all the other random stuff that we had going on the other maps. Okay, right. So actually, what do I need for customs? Maybe a bit of cash. You can keep cash in your wallet now. Right, I'm just gonna play customs. I'm sort of gonna do inform means armed, kind of. Wait, did I even put a grip on this? Oh, I did. Yeah, it's the side grip. Yeah, it's fine. We could just play. It's all right. No, but I think they're going to put some lower inertia in for the softcore period that they do, you know, the softcore event that they're going to do. Join the last day of Hardcore Wipe. I'm short before I rejoined short before Bitcoin Farm. Yeah, I mean, I've got the Bitcoin Farm up. I think I've got one card in there. It's just slowly, you know, goes along. But at the end, we call it the softcore period. I know, it was the first thing that came into my head. This giving me the chance to play more Hunt Showdown, but I missed Tarkov. When is 1.0 set to release? On the 15th of Nov. So it's like 6 weeks away. It's not that far. That's why I'm kind of chilling too. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, they need to change test drive in some ways. Part 2 and Part 3. Don't necessarily need to make them any targets, but like 20 on both of those maps just sucks. They could make those guns, like if they did it AK-12 or the SR2M on any map other than Factory, then that would honestly be okay, I think. Or give you 3 maps to do it on, or something, right? Like, oh, Lighthouse. They want you to snipe, so like Lighthouse, Woods, and Shoreline, maybe? Like, whatever. Like, just give you some choice. Yeah, any map would be better, I think. Because, like, yeah, it's supposed to be hard. Like, I don't know whether we need to make it, because I know the others are any target. I'd rather them all be PMCs, I guess, but then be like 5 and on any map, something like that. Anyone see the patch notes right now? Did they post anything like this minute? Let me have a look. Yeah, it was just a technical update. There was no patching or anything. There's no notes. I don't know what it was for. I think it might have been to do with people not leveling or something. People were saying that people's first raid, they weren't leveling, something like that. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like Quest in general shouldn't require more than 10 PMC kills. Become so grindy after that. Yeah. I know what you mean. Is there a way to automate brightness, contrast, gamma switch on game opening? Tarkov is unplayable default monitor settings with desktop's horrible. I just have my desktop in like weird coloration. I have like plus 30% gamma and my 1440p monitor is in like DLDSR 4K. So my icons are tiny and the whole thing's awful. I just deal with it. To be honest with you, I just deal with it. What's your top 3 guns to use for fun? If I'm just like, it depends, because sometimes the gun itself is the fun. If I'm just playing, I'll probably just use like the RD704 or like often I'll just use stuff that's easy. Like often, if I'm just playing purely for fun, I might end up just picking up a G36C rather than playing M4, because M4 is like you have to faff with it and like do the build and whatever. But G36C, just like buy it and just play with it. It's fine. So RD is a bit like that as well. Very easy to make. And then like playing purely for fun, what other one would I do? Maybe the MP7. Again, that's easy. This is just easy. It's easy to use. Those are probably mine. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go and see if we can do informed means armed. What is the arena movement? They basically got rid of inertia, and I think they're going to bring it for the softcore wipe. But they've made it much, much lower. They've actually probably put it to where it should have been originally. Because the main issue with the inertia in the first place is that you can circumvent it with circle strafing, and it makes the... Is that a scav? No, it's a guy wearing... It's a guy doing setup. You got absolutely nailed. You think that's a shotgun? This is a shotgun. Zero shot you down that guy? I'll check it wasn't the nade. He didn't like lay down or something. I think he got Piranha though. Piranha's really powerful. Piranha's really strong. It's a boom tree chunk. Yeah. Like people really do. What's this one? Blast is class 4 armor. He could just have that too. Yeah, I got him with the Saiga. Just like bashed him straight out with the Saiga. He's playing the peak setup. The MP18 plus the other thing. Kablam! Just getting bopped in the back of the head. Yeah. Did I take one nade or two? Two. What I find kind of fun is if you jump, check the inventory, and then come out of the inventory, you actually don't ever leave sprint. Which is quite a fun little thing. I always forget the MP18 counts as shotgun. Yeah, I got a couple of kills with it this time for setup. It was, yeah. It's quite useful because it's one of those things where you may as well bring it. It's so cheap that you're like, well, I'll just bring it anyway. And if I don't get into any situations where it makes sense, then so be it. But if I do, then I get to take a shot that I wouldn't be able to take with the Jota, you know. Who's shouting Kepka? Can't even see any scavs. Divide. What's going on? Oh. Boom! Oh, this is bad. Probably should use some kind of injector here. We'll use one of them, I guess. There's some kind of weird Timmy over here. Doing weird Timmy things. He was gonna get me, boss. He was gonna get me, boss. I'm telling you, he was gonna get me. What's this dude doing? Who knows? Stop bullying everybody! What else? I've got no ammo for the MP18. I should have taken some of his ammo. Oh, I didn't bring a splint either. That's annoying. What is happening? It's very weird. I don't know what's going on. Oh, am I going to run out of that? Huh. Well. Well. That's a doozy. Alright, we'd better get this guy's weapon. Because, I don't have any more shells. I didn't bring anywhere near enough. So get rid of that. Take this. Actually, what we'll do is we'll take that. Probably need some more meds. Ooh, a splint. Handy. Get that. Have a quick look at this. Get that in there. And we'll get somewhere a bit safer and then try and fix our life. Having some... Ooh. Okay. Let's swap back for a minute. Right, we need to do something about all this, don't we? Okay, let's get this installed at least in there. This we could start loading. We'll pop these in our main rig here. That go there. That can come in here. Fix that like that. Okay. This thing is pulling an insane amount of... Oh. Oh no. Ouch. Time to get legged by 7mm scav. Yeah. Let's try and not have that happen. Okay, we've actually got higher than food and water than I expected. I do want to fix my stomach though, so I'm going to try and do that now. And fix that now, because otherwise we're going to get a problem here. Was it better to heal inside the gas station? I didn't think so, because I wanted to get away from the scene of the crime, because otherwise I thought more people were going to be coming after me. I might end up having to fight them off while I'm like, you know, got my everything blacked, and I didn't think that was as good. Okay. I guess we should heal these. This is gonna... So the great thing about the Serve 12 is that it heals the leg and the fracture at the same time. It's actually kind of cool. Was the guy that came from train tracks before you killed the poor level 3 a player or a scav? I honestly don't even know. So look, get rid of it. There's no news players playing Tarkov. What is happening? Indeed. Indeed. Okay, we'll fix this up. And then we'll get out. Please bring an M60 to ground zero. We'll see. We'll see. Right. So what's this thing then? 9mm PST. It's got a flashlight. It's got a laser of some kind. Okay, we'll just put it on laser mode. Probably time for us to go, I would guess. Yeah, the 100 new accounts Nikita gave out codes for. Exactly. Just camping dudes trying to get the first quest done. That sounds ruthless, honestly. feel we've had a pretty good time, right? We'll have to, I'm interested to see what the... Oh, got bleed. With elite skills, it should just go away on its own. Is the idea. Ow. My man's complaining. There we go. Doesn't get rid of the damage though. Okie dokie. Do you think Marines will like the inertia change? I feel like they'll be fuming. I don't know actually. It feels quite good to play, so I'm not sure. Some people won't like it, but I think it'll be alright. Yeah, man stops bleeding through sheer force of will. Exactly. You're not a merciful player. I just watched this raid play out. Should I start playing Tarkov now or wait for release? I would play now just to... well, I don't... it's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. If you want to play well when 1.0 comes out, then you probably should start learning some stuff now because the game is very hard and you're going to spend most of 1.0 trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So it depends what you want. If you want to struggle through in 1.0 from the beginning without a wipe or anything like that, then like sure, go for it. But just be aware that it's going to be a lot harder than if you got some practice first and understood kind of some of the things. You'll just make some of the basic mistakes and learn some of the maps. And then basically you can come in for 1.0, figuring out what's going on. Yeah, so that was pretty nuts. I mean, Mr. Timmy Man in the middle. Was that this guy? I don't know. It was a player. There was just so many people. I was so hoping that I would get that. You know, there was that duo, and I took one of them out. I was so hoping I'd get the second guy with the MP18, because that would have been just like, wow, chef's kiss, but unfortunately, not quite. Giga slaying Timmy's on customs. Yeah, we don't know what these guys' levels were. Okie dokie, well. That's good fun. Got Den in Violet, now we prestige ready. Nice, Darren, well done. Play now if you want to have stuff, want to learn. In fact, my experience until now is I better should have started doing the hardcore white. Yeah, saw the quick scope potential. I know, I was just like, let's just try it. Let's just see if we can get the Hail Mary shot off here. Did you ever intentionally practice point firing and how strafing affects it? In Arena, yeah. Practice it quite a lot in Arena. Dude, this thing is doing a lot of heavy lifting. I think he was the guy who came up from the train tracks a minute later. I think you might have been right, actually, yeah. Like avenging his friend or whatever. I think you might be right. Oh, okay. The old MPX. Now that we've got all the trader levels, you just basically sell them to ref, you get the most money. 60k. It's pretty good, right? Pretty good return. Ragman will take this and that. I think this is just, yeah, it's just class 4. Sell that to him, Ragman. Sell that to him. Alright. Yeah, that was good. That was funny. Didn't even know ref bought things. Whole new mechanic to me. Yeah, he buys weapons parts for slightly more than mechanic. It's quite a bit more as well. They're like 26,700. Ref buys them for 29,500. But he doesn't have any spend requirements. You see, that's the difference. So you need to get these guys up the spend requirements first before you can start selling them to him. Really, unless you really are like desperate for cash and don't care about the spend requirements. So it's sort of up to you. I don't mind about ref so much. I cared more about ref this wipe than any other wipe. Like normally I'm not really that bothered, but you know, I don't mind arena. You know, it's fine. We ate a lot of stims in that raid. Like I like playing arena, I think it's fun, but actually, do I have any? No, I don't. So I want an ETG. Again. It's funny, I literally just bought that. What's it called again? Yeah, ETG change the bottom. And then... What else do I need? A bleed one? Yeah, I need some bleed stim. I'll probably take... Let's see, HF1s are 40, Zagus are 46, Blue Bloods are 80. I'll just take HF1. Just want something simple to stop them, you know? Yeah, I've sort of, I don't know, I've not really been focusing on playing particularly over the last like couple of weeks. I played really hard at the beginning, but it's just not been as interesting. I've really toned back in terms of the amount of game time I've been playing. I've still got like so many millions over in Arena, but I tried to play most of this wipe without Arena. Only very recently did I start transferring anything over. How long do you think Tarkov will be unplayable when the 1.0 release from everyone trying to get in? I actually don't think it'll be too bad. That's a bit of a risky statement to make, but I actually don't think it'll be too bad, genuinely. And the reason I say that is because recently BSG have actually done quite a good job of the kind of like the wipe situation, if that makes sense. So they've been dealing with it quite well, and we've had quite a few playable wipes, I would say, right from the word go. I got a specially enhanced neck. Right, let's just eat this and then drink. To that. It's probably worth... I forgot to take like a hot rod or something with me. It's worth taking something. Just regen by water. Yeah, I've not been running scavs at all, really. I really don't care about having a load of money this wipe at all. I've not been running my scav. I've not been doing my hideout in the past, probably for the past like maybe 2-3 weeks. I've really not been bothered. So I'm just like, it just feels like everybody's kind of waiting for 1.0, and I'm sort of waiting for that, really. I'm sort of a Tarkov low more than I have been in quite a few wipes, but I think that's fine. You know, it's okay because 1.0 is gonna be so busy that I don't really mind taking a bit of time at the moment. Oh, it's gonna take me over weight otherwise. What do you even need to buy for? Probably buy some more GPUs. There we go. That'll do. $70k is a good... yeah. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of dollars, actually. And I'll just move some over from Arena. If I get, like, really, really low, I'll just move some from Arena. Right, so what was the other ones we needed to do? Oh, I forgot to even accept the dailies. Armor train, I'm not going to do that. Base control relays and SSTs. Already got enough of them. What else we got? Survive on shoreline. Nothing really important for that. Eliminate scavs also on shoreline. Okay. 12's quite a lot for shoreline, but I don't think we have shoreline. I don't think you have to do shoreline for these, do you? It's woods and interchange. We'll play the woods one. I'll see if I can get the woods one done. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it early. We'll go like kind of weirdly early. I know we're playing the Saiga, so we'll go kind of early. See what happens. Oh, and the piranha is good, but I just developed to flechette. You can't buy flechette, and you can't craft it either. So that's the reason why everyone's using piranha. Flechette is still better. How's the boss ball rate these days? It is 50%, so it's pretty good. So if you want to find the bosses, you can. It's good. It's one of the good changes that they've made. I think they should keep the boss ball rate at 50%, personally. But I do think they need to do it a bit more smartly. Like now, it's fine. But like Tagilla probably shouldn't be 50, and if he is 50, he shouldn't have his like full gear every time. Just kind of breaks the early wipe. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Gonna quit my job to stream start gigging for 1.0. Oh, yeah, don't worry about Sturman. It'll be fine. Don't worry, it's the full auto version of the Saiga. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We've got like about an hour left. I've got to go slightly earlier than normal. Not super early, but I've got to go basically in an hour, just under 4 o'clock my time. Shows how many shotguns I've been using. Yeah, you can't get flechette. I think you can make it. I think you can make. Actually, you know what? I'm telling a lie here. I think you can make it, but I think you have to complete Silent Caliber because that's what I looked up, which is the reason why I'm doing this quest. So coming full circle, that's why I'm doing this, so I can get onto Silent Caliber, so I can make flechette, so I can run stupid stuff like this. So I forgot that I was doing that. I forgot that was why I was even doing this. So crazy, it's 10 a.m. Eastern America right now. Yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah, 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. feel quite different, but it's only 5 hours apart. It feels better when it's like 2 in the afternoon Eastern and like 7 p.m. here. It's only 5 hours, but... Same reason I prefer AK-105 over HK-416 is cost and access. Yeah, fair. But I'm not sure if it's even there now, because the wiki isn't updated for the hardcore wipe. So I don't know whether the flechette craft has been taken away. Because until you unlock it, you can't actually tell. Unlike the things on the flea, you can see whether Prapor has a Karund or not, because it's on the flea, but it's locked, and it says, you know, quest locked or level locked or whatever it might be. With the crafts, you can't actually tell, so I don't know. They might have removed it in the hardcore wipe, and I'm not actually 100% sure. I don't actually know. It's not sold by Jaeger, so the wiki's wrong. So the wiki didn't update for the hardcore wipe because it was going to change too much stuff, and they said it was going to be temporary, and they were changing stuff all the time. So the wiki isn't correct. There's loads of stuff on the wiki that's not right. The wiki is correct for the end of last wipe, and they just haven't changed stuff for the hardcore wipe because it changes like so many things. So you can't buy it on Jaeger. You definitely can't. And I don't know if the craft exists, so that's kind of why we're doing these quest lines, so we can figure out if it actually is there or not. Yeah, Silent Caliber. So we're trying to get to Silent Calibers, but you have to do Inform Means Armed, which we're doing right now, and then you have to do Chumming, which is really, really crappy quest. You know, the nighttime interchange kills, really right faff that is. Then Bullshit, which is annoying but not necessarily that difficult, and then Silent Caliber, which is yeah, the 10 PMCs using a suppressed 12 gauge shotgun. It's not necessarily that bad. But yeah, I don't know whether they've got rid of the craft or not. Like some crafts they got rid of, but I don't know if this one's there or not. You seriously intended to complete Bullshit? Honestly, I don't usually have that many problems with Bullshit, surprisingly. As hard as that may seem to believe, like, I don't usually have that many issues. We are... Okay, this could be worse. I'm going to rotate through the entire edge. I should probably have this off. I had it on night mode. Like, people might be using MVGs. Not necessarily, but people might be. Gotta do the old leaning. It is quite dark, even with the gamma changes. Gamma, gamma, baby. Gamma, gamma, baby. Oi, 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 oi. Okay, that's not me. Thank God for that. Transit unavailable. They should make transit just available straight away. In my opinion. No need to have it locked behind a minute. It's silly. Oh, the planks on the floor. You know, it's funny, the Grey Zone Warfare guys actually got rid of the clipping on, like, ground branches and stuff. Do I care about any of this stuff? Like, basically no. Remember when it was 7 minutes? Yeah, that was really bad. Now it's just a bit annoying, occasionally, and most of the time it's inconsequential. But yeah, 7 minutes was 7 minutes was pretty crap. I will say, I remember back in my day, you had to wait for not a run through before you went on the transit. You know, if you spawned in the right place, and it's like, now I just have to wait 7 minutes. This is truly awful. Just hope we don't meet anyone down here, because Saiga is not the gun for this. Gamma, 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 chameleon. You a reserve gamer? Not a lot. I play reserve sometimes. I quite like reserve. I liked it before the underground, I think. The underground made it less good, less fun, in my opinion. I used to play a lot of reserve before the underground was added. When are the softcore settings? So you can sort of see what they're trying to go for in arena with the softcore settings, I'm pretty sure. Because... Wait, sometimes there's food around here. No. Because they've reduced the arena inertia a lot, so you can test it there. You can also go straight into a ADS from sprint. So like right now, you basically have to cancel the sprint first and then ADS. In arena, you can ADS straight into sprint. If you're reloading, if you just hold the button down, it just fires immediately. Stuff like that. So they're testing quite a few things, and I think it's gonna be interesting because I reckon some of the stuff they might keep. It does make the game. It does make the gunplay feel less clunky. It really does. It makes the gunplay feel less clunky. It makes the movement feel less like just weirdly like you have to play around the game as opposed to just like be concentrating on what you're doing. This is this one. Just been W keying PvP lately, catching people on reserve before they go to D2. Have you been in D2 or where have you been? But I reckon some of these things from Arena are going to turn up in the softcore. I really do. The like the lower inertia and so that is gotten rid of. So the horrible slide. So rather than being like locked into, like you can barely turn around when you do the slide. It's also really, really loud. I think the audio still plays actually. I think the audio still plays for the slide. But you can like ADS and you can sprint again, you can walk, you can change direction. Sliding now is just like an animation sound that isn't blocked, is cancelable by basically any other action, which is a big improvement, honestly. I think the slide is really annoying. I don't think it adds anything to the game. I think it just makes the game feel more clunky, and it's harder for new players to get into it because you're sprinting and then you stop sprinting. You don't realize that you have to press the stop sprinting button explicitly. Otherwise, the game like penalizes you for it. I just think, I think it's better without, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I like streets. I like streets. I do like woods as well. Woods is nice. Woods is chill though. Can I just search this man, please? Oh, there is a bag there. What I don't like about Killer is with the other bosses are more contained to certain areas. Yeah, Killer could literally be anywhere. You can just like, he just suddenly turns up and just murders you out of nowhere. That's the funny thing about Killer. It's just like, oh, hey man. You're just in the corner with the RPK, insta-killing everyone. Okay. Or just power slides into you and like boom, 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 you're done for. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Interchange as a solo. But I think maybe that's partly because I do think the map is quite tough as solo. It's quite a hard solo map. Just because people can really nail down the angles, you know? Streets is fine when I can get it to run. Yeah, Streets is great, so long as it, as long as you can run it, but I started looking at more than 20 FPS. Yeah, the search close thing is really annoying. It is. Killer popping out of the women's restroom. Yeah, the search closing of bodies is so annoying. Yeah, they made some change to it. I don't know what they did exactly, but it's not fun. Goodness. Paint has done something horrible. I'm trying to close that thing from before, and it's like, do you want to save your work? And the window is like absolutely huge, and even the cancel button is like enormous. It's like Paint in 4K or something. Oh, I got a run through, so I can't sell any of that gump anyway. Why do a run through? We were just planting the gubbins. So we need to do this one in Interchange. I should sell this one. I should sell all of the, because I've got quite a few of these, I think, lying around. Sell those for like 200k. Why not? Because I could buy them myself anyway for, euros, so. Fine. See, it's just a bit of food and water. I think we're good otherwise. No repacking ammo? I didn't oh, I didn't actually bring any. Yeah, fair enough. So someone will buy the Wi-Fi camera. Okay, 300k. Now I've got a bit more cash because I spent it all on GPUs. Right, Interchange then, I guess. We're going to plant this thing in the middle of the mall. Let's go and get this baby done. Which boss you hate fighting the most? Probably Caban. And that's like all in the same place, but there's so many of them. I find them really, really annoying. Just find it really contrived. Like, run in, throw the nade, get the guy off the gun. It feels like fighting the rogues. I hate fighting the rogues. I hate the ones that are just, like, really systematic. Gluhar? He also has a lot of dudes. At least they're a bit more dynamic, though. Never did Labyrinth. I was trying out a few raids there. Those bosses suck to fight. Maybe I just don't understand it well enough. You need really high pen ammo. They have, like, different armor. Also, if you kill Caban, someone will be waiting for you when you get out. Yeah, that too. Like, everybody hears it and they know you're there. Yeah, like, I quite like, like, Rashad. I quite like Rashad. Rashad's quite fun because there's enough guards, but they're not too hard. They could be in a few places. Not everybody knows exactly where he is. Like, Gluhar's kind of fun because he can kind of be anywhere, although there's a lot of dudes as well. You have to be well geared for it. Sturman, I don't like very much because, again, I feel like everybody's just watching, waiting for me to kill Sturman so that they can kill me, which I find really annoying. And then... who else? Tagilla I quite like. Because it's just one of him. And I know he can be annoying. But if it's just one of him. Surprised no one's saying Bird Eye. Yeah, Bird Eye's a pain because he doesn't make any sound. I don't mind, like, Sanitar these days is actually alright. I feel like Sanitar's kind of okay. Kollontai I quite like. I don't mind Kollontai. Although the jamming of the guns thing, it does make you really think about it before you go in. You kind of feel that you have to play certain weapons, I find. Yeah, if the goons push you, it can be alright. They can be okay. But they're more just like brain dead is the problem. When you kill, like, I've killed the goons before, they just like, I'd like Bird Eye just like walk past me healing. It's just like I just shot him from the side and killed him. Can't I still spawn on ground zero? I don't think he does at the moment. Does he? He doesn't spawn there anymore, right? Don't think he does anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't played that much ground zero. No, I think he only spawns MVD and the shopping centre. Plymouth trading. I wonder if I'm better off going in here. I don't really know the underground very well, though, unfortunately. That killer? Could be.
Вон он, блядь! Ебать его!
Probably should reload this. Get in before anything else crazy happens. Should probably just pop one of these bad boys. See, there was a guy like right in here. See if we die here. You and Glorious here, both on Interchange. I wonder, could it be? I hope not, otherwise I'm going to get murdered. What the greener smoke for? It's all the smoke. Monosuka? Okay. Just have to go after people, I think. No. No. Can you die, please? What the hell? The piranha? You're in the same raid, same sound? Oh my god. Better drink a can of juice, baby! Where's everyone? We'll go round. Did seem like there was a bunch of action over here. You know, I'm actually probably not going to win if I go upstairs, because that's not good for my Saiga. Well, now it is all quiet. Do you have mouse buttons for leaning? No, I never bothered. I should, but I'm not. I didn't bother. In the end. There are a lot of shots from over here, but I just... Who's that? Thought it might be somebody interesting. But nay. Where is everybody? What extracts do I even have? Emacon? I have to go at the back. Let's just see them.
Капец тебе служивый.
More scavs.
Ты куда пошел?
Is Scav going to shoot at me? Or has he just seen me and can't shoot? Because my body's kind of in a bit of a weird space. We can't see each other's heads. It was the same raid glows extracted now? Yeah. Speedy boys. Got in here. Drink some mall pineapple. I think this is kind of the issue. It gets very quiet very quickly. Not the slojiri. What's in that one? So wait, Interchange to get another extract or two? Even one at the southwest corner of the chance it is. I think they should do like a flare extract or something up there. The store is ripping off your G? Oh, nice. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba da ba ba. Anything interesting? Whisper ammo, an ES lamp. We always like those. S March, G phone. All right. Well, I guess we'll go to extract then, I suppose. Not much else happening here. On the wall should have a requirement. Is this a trap? Are you gonna play Arc Raiders? I am, yeah. It seemed fun and it's different enough. I think it's at least interesting to give it a try. We kind of need a sell things to fence screen at the end of a PMC run. Not just on Scav. That'd be cool. Yeah, I think Arc Raiders looks interesting. I don't mind about the third person thing as well. I think like it's done. They did it pretty tastefully, so I think it could be okay. Have to see how it goes, really. Here's someone outside. Try not to get shot from the left. Weird. Oh, nice. Water, yeah, fine. Division did fine with third person. Yeah, and it seemed quite... They'd thought quite carefully about the solo experience. When I played, you were thrown into matches much more heavily with solos rather than with trios. So it wasn't like a firm matchmaking queue. You just played. But they were, I would say, you know, fiddling with the queue so that you ran more into duos and solos than bigger squads, which for a game where... I don't know, but basically any other game other than Tarkov, because nobody else goes as far as EFT does in terms of friendly fire, in terms of reses, in terms of whatever, right? Tarkov's like the harshest anti-teams mechanics possible, which is like no HUD, friendly fire on, no resurrection. So the more you move away from that, the harder it is for solo players, because in Tarkov you have to make up for it with comms. But I don't mind the fact that the queue's a bit, you know, manipulated so that solos are kind of playing more closely together. So I think it's okay. It seemed to work quite well when I only played it a little bit, but Saigo's good. This thing's full autos. This thing's like actually kind of insane. Hunt Showdown sort of sounds like a game to get when you're into Tarkov. I mean, Hunt's fun. I played Hunt like a bit. I've not played Hunt loads, but I've played it like a bit. And it's quite, you know, it's good. Nothing has mimicked the Dark Zone feeling from Division 1. Division 3 brings that feeling back. Solo was so fun. Heart pumping against groups. Active Matter is Tarkov and Hunt Showdown. Active Matter is quite fun. It needs some work, but it is fun. Play Minecraft and Tarkov interchangeably. There's that Stalcraft game, which is like Stalker Tarkov. Sorry, Stalker Minecraft. Which is quite fun. From what I've seen. I've not actually played it myself, but okay, so we did this one. We did Inform Means On. This means we have that really horrible one on Interchange now, Chumming. Which is like brutal. The worst part about this is just killing PMCs on Interchange at nighttime. It sucks. I never played The Division. I know lots of people did like it. But yeah, Arc Raiders is kind of the one. Like the games that are sort of on my radar is Arc Raiders, Grey Zone Warfare when they keep doing their updates. I have quite enjoyed Active Matter. It has been quite fun, so I'm going to keep an eye out on that one. What else? Well, like, what else is good and we're kind of like waiting for? Can't remember now. Intel. Nice little find. Yeah, a bit of Sound M40. This stuff is goated. I don't have much of this. Maybe I got some from a quest or something, but... Yeah, I got like 117 or something. It's good, good round. Good round. You can use it in arena. So what makes it's one of the reasons why the AK-12 is really good in arena. You can use 7M40, which is kind of fun. It's like kind of nice to use stuff in arena that you can't normally use. Got almost 1,000 hours in Grey Zone. Fair play. I don't have that much. I'm probably at 100 now, I would say. But the last patch was like much better than the one before. The last patch was really quite good. Still needs more time, but it was very fun. Right, let's just do like some Scav Factory shenanigans. Got 200 of 7M40, which isn't enough to run with it. You have to kind of like top load. It's annoying. What's the most commonly used weapon in this game? What do you think, my friends? Probably the M4. Either that or one of the, like an AK-74N or something, AK-74U. It's probably the most common gun. Otherwise, it's probably got to be the M4. People love the M4. Or maybe like the MP5. Because all the Timmies start with the MP5 as well. BSG do sometimes release the... Oops. BSG do sometimes release the stats of the most commonly used guns. It's hard to know exactly like what they mean. Maybe it's like raids run with. And the issue is the start of the wipe kind of dominates the statistics. Let me see if I can find any from like older wipes. What was this one about? Yeah, this. The most popular weapons. M4, 74U, 74M. That was over a whole wipe. With this was 0.14. So a couple of patches ago. People use these because they're in their stash. That's the thing. And people like to use the M4 later as well. I don't know about now. I'm not sure now if it's going to be the same, but... What have we got? 366 TKM FMJ! Let's go find some people. Quiet loading in here. What time is it? 12. Okay, we're quite early. I'm tempted to go in the rafters for a second, just see what's up. Because I've got a very crappy gun, so if you do actually read to PMC, it's going to be hard to beat them. Unless we've got some kind of advantage. I can't kill together with it because I'm a scav. And if I kill him, he's going to dock all of my scav points. Annoyingly. There's a scav down there. That's a scav. I keep breaking my legs going down this way. I should do this instead. Getting the itch to play Tarkov again after a few years. Used to watch your vids a lot. Hope you're well. I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. Oh, can I only do that if I'm running? There we go. Yeah, I'm doing very well. Well, 1.0 is coming soon, so it's a good time to get your, get your eye back in. If you fancy a bit of the old dark, a bit of sweatiness. Where are these boys going? I wonder where this person is. Because it's usually a PMC. Well, that's how the raid begins, but I mean, they might have died or extracted by the time. Like, Factory's a bit weird because, you know, on Factory, people can leave, like, while you're queuing in. They're not in there. And I hunt them out. It's been very quiet. There's not been any shots at all. Oh. Is he's just a scav, right? Yeah, he's just a scav. Didn't realise it was a scav run? Aye, aye, aye. The clear blue sky. We can escape. No escape. There doesn't seem to be anybody here. Maybe they're underground? Maybe they're in the med bit? Maybe they're just gone. They're probably just gone, honestly. Oh, this is a scabby. That's where you do it? That's where you do what? Should we find the med bit? 70 scav, run through some factories, get him, run to extract. Maybe do something on the way out. Yeah, I just go in to see if I can fight someone. Try and find a player. Unsuspecting player who's like in one of the med buildings or something. Escape, I mean. Oh. Yeah, the only place you could really hide now is in this building. That can't be anything. I think that's just somebody shooting over here. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone here at all. Do you think there's any possibility these movement changes could be permanent? What do you think of them? So the arena movement changes, I think are quite good. So there's a couple of things with arena. So we looked at this earlier. We went into arena and had a look at it earlier. But the thing about the arena movement changes, I think they just make the movement more fluid. I don't think they're OP in any way. I think they just make the movement more consistent and less clunky and less difficult to get into. So you can't AD spam anymore. I'm going to take this off the wish list. We don't even need this on the wish list anymore. You can't AD spam. Oh, what's this actually? Oh, it's just the TT plate. Oh, that's a shame. I'll take this though. It actually sells for quite a bit. So you can't AD spam anymore, but you can wiggle quite quickly. If you try to spam the move, there's like a little acceleration on it that stops you from doing it. Someone actually talked about it, and someone actually thought about it, and has done it the way that we kind of thought it would be implemented in the first place, rather than what we still have in the base game, right? Because the base game doesn't even make any sense for a start. The fact that there's inertia unless you circle strafe, right? The circle strafing thing has become like a core mechanic in the base game. It's just like kind of stupid. It's like it's so counterproductive and makes it hard to get into. The sprint slide thing is gone in arena, so that's really, really good. They really should just get rid of the sprint slide completely. I'll show you the difference in here. I don't know. I'm not going to go back into arena, but you know, because this is when you're going side to side. This is what it's like in the base game, right? I'm going left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Circle strafe is like, you know, way smoother. You don't think the solution is to remove circle strafe? Well, this is doing that. I'd say the arena movement feels it's slightly quicker than circle strafe. It's slightly quicker than circle strafe and obviously easy to perform. But I don't think it matters exactly where it's placed, so long as you can't just go, you know, like 80, because that's how you used to be able to do it. That was horrible. The sprint slide thing, because that in base game is horrible, right? That's with the slide you can't, like, you can see you get the reduced movement of jumping. So if you're jumping, you can't actually. Is it when you're sprinting? Actually, I'm not sure. I can't remember now what the deal was. There was some point that stops you from turning. Maybe it's vaulting. I don't remember. But if you're sprint sliding, when you let go, you can't move. It's like this is me turning my mouse normally. If you're sprint sliding, you can't turn your viewpoint very much. It's like everything's locked. Like you can't. Can you shoot? You can shoot, but it's just really annoying. So now they've made it so that you basically, as soon as the slide doesn't do anything. So rather than it blocking you, so at the minute it blocks you from doing anything. So until the animation's completed. Oh, you know, I didn't realise in the base game if you spammed sprint, it also reduces your stamina by a lot. So that's actually not a new mechanic. That's interesting. Anyway, so this thing is now just an animation, and it's cancelable. You can't AD spam in arena. Not really. Not the way it used to. Not the way we used to do it. I can show you if you want. Should we jump back? I mean, we're not gonna play Real Race here, I don't think, because I'm kind of out of time. I'll just show you. I'll show you. I'll go back because when we were doing it the first, it was probably a whole different set of people in stream now than when I started the stream like 2.5 hours ago. So we'll go back and I'll show you. I want someone like you, an extraction shooter, to evaluate sulfur. What is sulfur? I think I've heard of it before. Modern old school action adventure. Wait. Is this the one we were talking about on the podcast? This is the one we were talking about on the podcast. Yeah, this was recommended on the podcast. We were talking about this the other day. No, it's. I don't think it's that much worse than. I haven't felt that much difference in Arena either. You can't use it. One of the things about it, it's more powerful in point fire than it is in ADS, which is kind of up to you. So that's just factual, right? I'm not saying that that's necessarily good or bad, but you can't ADS jiggle peek using the new inertia because your foot. You can, but your foot movement is slower. I would say it's probably no worse than it is in the base game, as long as you know how to jiggle peek. So, okay, so I was saying before about the slide, right? So the slide still exists, but you can start moving as soon as the slide begins. So I'm cancelling my movement and then just walking. You see, so the slide now, it doesn't stop you from turning or anything. You can just move while the slide's happening, which is good. The jiggle peek, you can do this. That's probably as fast as you can go. Like that. Just trying to see if I can make it any worse. If you go too fast, if you go too quick, you don't go anywhere. You don't. If you do it really quick, you hardly go anywhere. But like that's probably the sweet spot there. I'm not even doing it very well. Like that is probably the sweet spot. And if you want to do it, obviously, if you want to do it leaned, you've got to. I'm so used to circle strafing. That's as. That's probably as good as you can do. But like, if you're doing it in ADS, like you're slower as well in ADS, so you can do it. But do you think it fits the tone of the game? I don't think it's going to matter that much in terms of the way that people play their actual gunfights. And it hasn't made that much difference in Arena, but it makes the game feel nicer to play in general. It just feels nicer. Like, especially the slide thing, I think is definitely good. The inertia 8080 thing, it's more a question of exactly where to put it. I think philosophically, I'm for it in general, because anything's better than the bloody circle strafe thing, right? Because that's just a stupid. That's like learning CS recoil patterns in like a milsim game. It just is dumb. And the same thing with the run sprint. It's just like, why would your... It's like immersion breaking, right? It's like you've got to learn that when you let go of the sprint key, your character does a special animation that locks you in and doesn't allow you to do anything else. That's immersion breaking. It's not immersive because you didn't expect the character to necessarily do that until you've played for long enough. Can you do the thing where you just poke the side of your head out to bait enemies' shots? Well, like this. Yeah, so circle strafing. Well, it's hard to tell because it's such a different mechanic. Slide agreed. Okay, we agree on the slide. I just don't know. I'm just not sure if it matters that much. Like, I don't think it's going to matter for most people. When I've been playing in Arena, it is slightly harder to hit somebody who's like moving like this while you're trying to shoot them. It is a bit harder to hit them. So there is that. But I don't think it's immersion breaking per se. We can debate on the strength of the inertia. I think this system is better. I think the issue for me is that this system is just better than the circle strafe system that we had before. So if you had this system and you... Like, I'm honestly probably fine as it is. I don't think it's going to make that much difference to most people. It just feels nice to play with. At the top end, it's going to increase the skill ceiling. Those people probably would have killed you anyway, so I'm not sure if it matters. To the casual player, it's going to make it feel nicer to use your character and less like a time investment to figure out like how to actually use it, because it's less clunky and less weird. So, you know, you could argue about the strength of this. There is an argument to be had about the strength of the inertia, or like I guess the weakness of it right now. My take, current movement system green lights players to not move as much. In the base game, yeah, it kind of, yeah. But you're still going to be able to sit and, you know, camp a spot and like shoot someone as they come around the corner. Like that's happened to me lots on Arena. I feel like it's way better swap from Arena main game ago. It feels so terrible, and again, good players could always do that without leaning. And this is with the leaning. Yeah, this is the thing. It's I feel like in some ways it makes it kind of fairer. Like the leaning is also slightly improved. I'm just not sure. I think it's better, honestly. Disagree, but thank you for taking the time. What do you not like about it? What do you disagree with? I'm intrigued. Just like what's your because the tone of the game thing I think is sort of built into the game itself and the threats that you're facing, etc., etc. People using the 80/80 thing combined with QE are unbeatable in Arena as of now. Well, like doing this kind of thing. Or if you do like lean and I'm not even sure how to do it, because the lean's not that quick. Have you seen the jiggle peak in the trailer? What do you mean? Find the way to this VOT immersive. Well, they did say in the patch notes that your character feels significantly lighter, however the equipment weight now affects inertia more. Yeah, doing it with the mouse is better. Yeah, I know. I haven't done that myself. But I feel like there's already the incentives in Tarkov to not move, to hold a position, to use the audio, and to do all these other things. Do you know what I mean? I feel like there's already that incentive there, and you're still going to have to move from like cover to cover. It's not like you're suddenly just going to like win all the gunfights just because of these changes. I don't think. Right? You're still going to die in like 4 shots to somebody who's behind cover that you didn't hear, that you didn't see. You know, if you're like sprinting out in the open, I don't know. I think you're still going to lose. I think. Feels like there's a lot of better players on Arena again. Trying movement, EFT, RE top 5 comment. At least in Last Hero. I'm not sure. The trailers set the tone for how the game is played. They don't bunny hop into it. Well, the trailers are kind of silly though, because the guys are like out of cover. The trailers don't really... EFT doesn't play like the trailers at all. I think it doesn't really matter so much like what you do IRL. What matters more is whether you feel more immersed or not. And that can differ from person to person. I just feel that the control system, especially for the newcomers, I feel like the control system in Tarkov at the moment is like unintuitive and unimmersive. So it's like, oh, why? Like, how are you moving like that? Oh, well, if you do forwards in between. Well, I mean, we all agree circle strafe is stupid, but like I feel like we should move towards a more an easier, more intuitive system for doing stuff. Like, you know, you do things on the keyboard within 100 hours of gameplay, and like that happens in game the way you kind of expect it to. Like, obviously, you're not expecting to, you know, suddenly be as good as a 5,000-hour player, but I do think it makes it more intuitive. And we can argue about the strength of the inertia. You know, we could increase that slightly, but I think the system is like better. how the game is. Yeah, it is sort of how the game is sold, but they then haven't done that in the game. Well, I guess they do in some ways. They do in some ways. We're gonna have to see what they do. I'll be kind of annoyed if Arena and the base game diverge too strongly, because that's kind of like half the point of playing Arena is to practice for the base game. So that kind of sucks. But Arena and base EFT do kind of need different things. I'm not opposed to making the movement system a bit more fluid though in the base game. I do think sometimes it's a little clunky, and yeah, that's part of the learning curve, and that's part of the way that the game, plays out. But I feel like the TTK is already super low in EFT, and making it just like a bit easier to move around, I don't think that's necessarily bad. But the inertia thing, I mean, yeah, it's a judgment call, honestly, on the strength of the inertia. It could be less than it is in Arena right now, and that would be fine. I probably wouldn't be bothered if it's like it is in Arena, in the base game. We'd have to see, actually. I mean, it's hard to know. Until you see like a ton of people abusing it, it's like hard to know whether this is going to be game breaker or not. It's difficult. It's difficult to know. I'm not dead set on it. I don't have a firmly held position either way. So I'm happy to I'm happy to be swayed. I'm not just like, yeah, this thing is insane, like let's go, or like, no, this sucks, like don't do it. I'm kind of in the sort of middle camp of like, maybe people break it. It feels quite nice. Maybe it's too much. Maybe it's good. I don't know. Do you think these changes are more for the launch? No, I think they're for the softcore event. That's what I think. I think they're going to be for the softcore event. I think that's what they're building up to. I was going to raid Friendly Guy, but I think he might be finishing. Should we raid him anyway? Maybe we'll just raid him anyway. I mean, they change stuff so much all the time, right? It's just the thing about being a Tarkov player. Game's crazy, The game's crazy. All right. Well, we're going to be back tomorrow for the podcast, hopefully. I'm going to be back in my house in a couple of weeks, so by 1.0 I'll be all set up with things. But I'll let you guys know how it's getting on over the next week or so. I might even be moving things back in 2 weeks' time. Who knows? We will see. Thank you for joining as always. I will, if I don't catch you tomorrow, then have a good weekend. And hopefully I'll be back on regular streams next week. I know it's been a bit disruptive this week. But hopefully we'll be back next week. I will catch you all when I catch you. And see you later. Bye-bye, friendos.